Okay, first rates, and I'm going to first mark the Nifty and the Sensex, and then we'll start talking about specific names here, and especially names like Inox Wind and what kind of trend we are going to see there. But first I want to mark the Sensex and the Nifty, and let me also mark some of the top traded counter, at least on the National Stock Exchange. Just bear with me, they're coming up. There you go. So Inox Wind is off by about 16% now, and this is a very sharp decline for Inox Wind, which is coming on extraordinary high volumes. India Bull Real Estate is trending up very smartly. You've got constructive price action which is there in HDIL, which is now nearing 100 rupees, 98 rupees for that one. Glenmark is the other one which I want to talk about. Glenmark lost its bottom, so to speak, on Friday. It collapsed by about 15-16%. And Karnataka Bank numbers were strong. It is in the FNO ban, so you will see a sharp result reaction there. It's not a very sharp result reaction, but a result reaction nevertheless. But for the moment, it is the order book hit for Inox Wind, which has knocked the stock off from its solid foundation. 169 rupees, sub 170 for Inox Wind.
Yeah, Inox Wind clearly getting whacked, almost like a Glenmark kind of situation on Friday. Idea, the margins have expanded, the numbers are not as weak as expected, so that should be seeing a positive reaction. Mildly so, 1% higher thereabouts. Karnataka Bank is something that's, Nico just highlighted. Atul Auto, some exceptionally weak numbers coming in there. So just want to mark that stock as well. Excuse me, that should be on your radar right now.
Okay.
For the market though, it's much on expected lines, about 0.3% gain. But again, one's yet to see how the rest of the day actually pans out. Marginally better for the mid as well as the small cap indexes. Some other stocks which should be reacting to their earnings and of course news as well on them, and I just want to highlight some of the other stocks which are in news. So aside of Inox Wind, of course, which is the key stock today, let's also check in on what Nestle is up to after its numbers which came by over the weekend. Inox Wind is almost in a free fall situation of sorts. Now the stock is down almost 18%. Nestle is down 2%, and I think Titan as well is worth a revisit. That stock too should come up on your screens. 2% downtick is what you're seeing. Strong numbers from PNB Housing, Jindal Stainless. Weak numbers coming in from not just Atul Auto but J&K Bank as well. So look out for some of these names, and I just want to check in on the private banking lot. Not just Yes Bank but Axis, Kotak, like we were just discussing with CK as well. Saw some short pile up in Friday's session. Today rather tempered, though Axis has started off with a gain of nearly about 1%. While we're at it, let's also check in on what ICICI Bank is up to. That stock as well should come up for you on your screens next. 1% higher for ICICI Bank. BOB and SBI are going to come out with their earnings this week. So I think the PSB pack as well will be well in focus. You've also got Tata Steel, you've got Bajaj Auto, all coming out with their earnings. And then of course the high flyer from last week, Unilever. Let's check in on that as well. After its Indonesian arm posted extremely exceptional volume growth, Unilever really jumped up all of last week, and today as well it starts off with a gain of about 1%. Some standout performers from Friday are TVS Motors, NIT Technologies, Reliance Infrastructure held out very well, and so did Motherson Sumi, and those stocks may be worth a revisit as well. And CNXIT too, considering the outperformance in Friday from both Infi as well as TCS. So these were a couple of stocks, though today Nifty IT starts off rather mildly quietish as we